Hello, you guys. I was looking for story times because I was bored. I just wanted to listen to some stories. And I found this story by this lady named Cierra. Oh my god, you guys, this story is so fucking good, you guys, that I watched all parts. You guys, I want you guys to watch this story time with me. This is some crazy shit. The beginning of this story time got me.
One thing you can't pay me to do again is go back to prison. Yes, prison. I'm ready to get into it. I'm ready to tell y'all why I went to prison for 4 years. Oh my God. Baby, this is going to be part one of my prison story. Imagine going to prison for 4 years. I did the time, so who better to tell my story than me? And listen up. It might be a little lengthy or whatever, but it's worth it because I'm the type of girl that loves detail. I pay attention to detail. So when giving a story or when telling a story, like, I like detail. So I'm going to start by telling y'all what led up to prison. So I did bank fraud. Bank fraud, scams, credit cards, checks, you name it, I did it. Taxes, I did it. Right? I did it for about roughly 19 years. It wasn't until I let somebody in my game room, tried to help them out. She was dumb and got caught and put them in my game room. Told them everything. And then I became the ringleader. And might I add, I was really good at what I did. And I'm not bragging, but your girl was good at what she did. Now, again, I said I was doing this for about 19 years. Never got caught. Never put nobody in my game room. Felt sorry for the girl and tried to help her out. You can't help everybody out. But anyways, I didn't even know I had a warrant for my arrest. It wasn't until one day in 2018. Hold on. It's gonna get good, y'all, I promise. So as I was saying, in 2018, it was one morning, one early morning, I heard something banging at the door. I'm like, who the hell banging on the door this early? I mean, it was literally like 7 something in the morning. Like, who could be banging on the door? So before I had a Ring camera, because you know we got Ring cameras now, but I got out of bed and I looked at the window, and I'm like, oh my God, it's like 3 police cars. Mind you, I didn't know I had a warrant, but I knew that I was doing something illegal. I knew that I was doing something wrong, so I'm scared. So I wakes my boyfriend up at the time. I wake him up, and I'm like, babe, the police down there. Go downstairs and answer the door, cause I'm scared. Like, I'm not going to open the door. So he gets up. He like, man, what the fuck going on? So I'm like, I don't know. Now, mind you, again, I know that I'm doing something wrong, but I don't know I got a warrant. So just in case, I go hide in the closet. Like, I don't know what's going on. So he goes down there. They show him like, hey, we got a warrant for Cierra, blah, blah, blah. And we looking for her. Is she here? He was so G, like, he kept it so solid. Like, I didn't believe he would say something like this. He was like, oh, no, she don't live here no more. We ain't even together no more. I don't fuck with her. So the police so messy here in Jacksonville. They're like, oh, for real? Oh, okay. Well, she has 42 counts of fraudulent checks or defrauding a financial institution, blah, blah, blah. I'm hiding in the closet. When I hear that, I'm like Ebony off a Players Club. I'm like, 42 counts? No. But they so messy. They like, okay, well, don't tell. If she reach out to you, if you talk to her, don't tell her that she got a warrant. Matter of fact, see if you can get her to pull up or come over here. And he hands him a card with his number and information on there and saying, and when she do, let us know. Call us. What? So he come back up there and he tell me like, babe, them people say you got 42 counts of bank fraud. I'm like, I heard him. I'm freaking the fuck out at this point. Cause like, huh? How? Like, at this point, they had them build the case on me. Not knowing, after the girl had done told me, and mind you, I had stopped hearing from the girl. Like, I hadn't heard from her in probably like 3 months or so. But I didn't care because like I was just doing her a favor. Like, she was a friend of my boyfriend friend. Yeah. So, and she was getting ready to get put out. She had a little baby or whatever. And I felt bad for her. I'm a really, really kind-hearted person. I have a real big heart. So I'm asking my boyfriend, like, what you think I should do? Oh, y'all, these some little carrot rights. They so good, like, really, really good. Y'all need to check these out. They came from Korea, though. But anyways, so I'm asking my boyfriend, what you think I should do? Oh, my God. Like, I got a warrant out for my arrest. So I'm like, I know you ain't gonna turn me in. He like, man, stop fucking playing with me. Why would I turn you in? It was just a little joke. But anyway, so I prepared myself to get ready to be on the run because I'm not gonna turn myself in. They're gonna have to do their job and come find me. Like, I'm not going to jail. Oh my God. Like, mind you, I had never really been in trouble. Like, so jail, like, huh? Like, no way. So I get a little duffel bag. I'm starting packing my stuff. Like, I'm actually scared to leave the house at this point because what if they around the corner waiting on me? So I seen him maybe like 2 hours later. I seen him out the house. And like go circle around the block, go make sure like they ain't nowhere. So, oh my God, so funny. So he comes back, he like, nah, they gone. So I call my cousin and I'm like, cuz like, I got a warrant for my arrest. I need somewhere to stay. Like, she like, oh, come on, like, it's no problem. So, I packed my stuff. The car was in the garage, thank God. The car was in the garage, so therefore I was able to get in the car in the garage. I didn't have to go outside. So I get in the back seat, but I mind you, I'm in the back seat, but I'm laid on the floor on the back seat. Cringe the fuck up. Yeah. So I get to my cousin's house or whatever. I hide out over there for maybe like a week. I ain't go out the door. Like, I ain't do nothing because I was just that scared. So I had to build up a little courage after a week or so. And I was just like, fuck this. Like, these people ain't looking for me. Dumbass. So I get like, kind of like basically living my normal life again. Like, at this point, it was like a week or two or whatever. So I hate staying at other people's house. I don't know about y'all, but like, I love my own home. Like, I can't be living with nobody. So me building up that courage, like, okay, I'm going to just go home late nights and I'm going to just leave early mornings. So I was doing that for a good month. So without getting caught. So one morning, mind y'all, now this is the crazy part, because I'm cheating on my boyfriend already. That's the kid. I really didn't want to be with him no more, but I couldn't leave him neither, you know? So I was talking to this other dude at the time, and I didn't even tell him what was going on because I was too embarrassed. But anyway, so I'm cheating on my boyfriend, and we had done pulled up back at the house or whatever. We had went to go get something to eat, me and the boyfriend. And so we had put up back at the house, and he went in the house. Mind you, the other dude was calling, so I couldn't go in the house. I needed to talk to him on the phone. So I sat in the car. So the boyfriend like, hey, you need to come upstairs, like, come in the house, like, come on, or whatever. And I'm just like, I'm coming. Man, I'm on the phone with the dude or whatever. And before I knew it, I was outside for about 2 hours on the phone. The boyfriend done went to sleep. So after I get off the phone with the dude, I'm like, fuck it, I'm about to pull the car in the garage. Soon as I clicked the clicker to go in the garage, like 3 cars had done pulled up in my driveway, like, and blocked me in. So I'm looking crazy. Mind you, they was like undercover cars. They was not police cars. They were undercover cars. I'm scared shitless at this point. I'm like, I'm caught. I'm finally fucking caught. Oh my God, like, what I'm gonna do? So I started blowing the horn because I knew it was police. I started blowing the horn, trying to get his ass up. Like, hey, they got me. Like, he's still asleep. So they approached the car and they like, hey, they got a picture of me. Mind you, at this point, I had blonde hair. And the picture that they had was like black hair. So they like, hey, is your name Cierra? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm looking at the picture like, no. They're like, stop playing games with us, Miss blah, blah, blah. We know it's you. And I'm looking like, no, that's not me. If you know it's me, why is you asking me? Just go ahead and arrest me. Like, that was just so dumb. Sorry for the wait, y'all. This part 2. So, like I was saying, the police hadn't already got there or whatever. And they told me to stop playing games. Like, listen, we know it's you. Stop playing games with us. We finna arrest you, basically. So, I just basically went ahead and surrender at this point. Like, I don't want to keep, like, playing with the people. Like, they know it's me. Like, come on. Meanwhile, while they still saying all this, they end up bringing me my Miranda rights. And I'm literally blowing the horn, like, laying on the horn. Because, like, these people is arresting me. You need to get your ass up and come downstairs. Like, they is finna take me to jail. So I'm blowing the horn like, hey, like, get up. I'm calling his name. I ain't gonna say his name, but his name Brian. So I was like, Brian, like literally yelling and blowing the horn. So the people telling me to calm down, the police telling me to calm down. They'll go knock on the door to get him up. I'm like, he's not gonna just hear no knock. Like, I need to go upstairs to get him. They like, go upstairs. No, man, we can't allow you to go upstairs. Like, then they end up putting one cuff on me. They did allow me to make phone calls. So I had my phone or whatever. I wasn't even thinking about making a phone call. Back it up. As I was on the phone with the dude, he heard what was going on. He was like, what's going on? You straight? You finna go to jail? Y'all, I hung up the phone so fast because I was so embarrassed. Like, that's embarrassing because he didn't know what was going on with me. Like, what I, really did for a living. So again, as they had one cuff on me and they allowed me to make phone calls, instead of making a phone call, my dumb ass thinking about, let me delete all this shit out my phone because he finna come downstairs and he gonna get my phone and I don't want him going through my phone and see that I'm cheating. So I was deleting all the messages. I ended up blocking the dude or whatever. Mind you, me and the dude had been talking for like a good 5 months or whatever. And so I ended up blocking him so he wouldn't call back or whatever. So he ended up coming downstairs. He came downstairs so fast. He didn't have on no clothes, no shirt, no bottoms, nothing. Just he had on his boxes, but that's about it. He like, what the fuck going on? Oh my God, what's going on? Nigga, you know what's going on. These people take me to jail. So you came down there and you was just like, what's going on? Y'all finna take her to jail? So the officer was like, yes, sir. We have to arrest her because she has a warrant for her arrest for defrauding a financial institution. So he like, well, I need to call her mom or whatever. So mind y'all, I cleared the phone, gave him my phone. He ended up calling my mama or whatever, let my mama know what's going on. They ended up taking me down to downtown. So as I got downtown, I ended up calling my mama. My mama could not believe this, y'all, because nobody actually could, because nobody never knew what was going on besides me and my boyfriend. My friends, nobody. So when they found out, they looked online and they seen all these charges. They was like, no. So my mama, she had my back. She defended me to the end, baby. She was like, y'all got the wrong motherfucking person. My daughter don't do no fucking fraud. My daughter go to work every fucking day. She don't do no fucking fraud. At this point, I'm really embarrassed because, like, my mama really got my back and she really don't know, like, lady, yes, I do. Like, I do fraud. Like, I been busting checks. Like, so they end up seizing my accounts and they end up seizing my truck. I wasn't a homeowner, so I was still renting, so they didn't seize the house or do anything with the house. They just seized my accounts and my truck at the time. So my bond was $500,000. So my mama was trying to figure out, like, okay, she got to come up with the money, her and my boyfriend, to get me out or whatever. I ended up getting 2 lawyers. I ended up having to get a lawyer for the overall case, and I ended up getting a lawyer for a bond reduction. I had to get a bond reduction. Ain't no way, like, these people finna have to come up with this money to get me out for $500,000. So I told the dude, I ended up calling him while I was in there, and I had him end up getting me a lawyer for the bond reduction, and my dude ended up getting me the lawyer overall. Mind y'all, I did, like, at this point, I stayed in there for like 43 days or so before I was able to get a bond reduction. I get the bond reduction. Oh my God, I go to court for that, and they tell me that they got a nebula hold on me. So basically, until I can prove where the funds came from to bond me out, then I had to stay, regardless of the reduction. Thank God my mama had a decent job, great job or whatever. Her and my grandmother, they use their accounts and stuff like that, showing like, hey, this is where the money is coming from. So they bond me out. The crazy part about this whole thing is, when I got out, y'all probably don't believe me, but this is real shit. When I got out, I wasn't even thinking about, like, anything. I was thinking about this nigga that I was talking to, because he had some good eggplant. Like, good eggplant that make you go stupid dumb. Like, so when I got out, he was the first person I was thinking about. I wasn't thinking about my nigga that was at home that done helped bond me out. I wasn't even thinking about him. That's the crazy part. I called him immediately, and when I got out and told him I'm out or whatever, and he was like, okay, he finna come to my friend's house and meet me because I had done went to my friend's house after I got out. So I'm out on bond. He come meet me at my friend's house, and we, chop it up or whatever. This nigga done end up giving me an ultimatum, letting me know, because he knew about my boyfriend, but he ended up letting me know, like, listen, hey, it's either gonna be me or him. Like, I ain't finna keep doing this with you. Like, I just feel like he felt like that now because, like, nigga, you done got me a lawyer, so now you feel like, oh yeah, like, we all in or nothing. That's how I feel. So I finally make it home or whatever, and I woke my boyfriend up, and I basically was like, hey, I'm home. He was excited to see me, but he was still like asleep, or he was sick or something. And so I kind of told him, I was like, hey, we need to talk. And so he was like, I don't want to talk right now. I want to talk we can talk in the morning. So I was just like, no, we need to talk now. But he wasn't having it. He didn't want to talk. So me not knowing whole time while I was in jail, he already knew what was going on. I didn't know that, but he did. He knew what was going on. He ended up going through me and my cousin messages. Now, y'all, I done deleted the message between me and the dude, but he ended up going through me and my cousin messages while I was talking to my cousin about the dude. Who does that? But I must say, he kept it P because he said he didn't want me to go through it. I was already going through it while I was in jail, so he didn't want to add on top of it, so he didn't say anything. He was waiting till I came home. So he didn't want to talk that night. So the next morning, he wakes me up. He like, hey, get up. So I'm like, what's up? So he like, I'm ready to talk. At this point, I'm mad. I got an attitude because I don't want to talk. I tried to talk to you. You didn't want to talk. So he like, nah, I'm ready to talk. So since you're ready to talk, okay, I guess I'm finna lay it out. Like, I was just like, hey, I've been seeing somebody else, and I don't want to be together no more. He was like, to be honest, I already knew that. I already knew that you was seeing somebody else, but can I ask you one question? I was like, yeah. He was like, you love him? So I was like, yeah, I do. When I tell you good eggplant or make you say some dumbass shit, like, girl, no, you don't love that man. So to fast forward and speed it up, I end up telling him or whatever, and we end up getting in a fight and a big argument, and I end up putting him out, and we broke up. I got with the dude. A month later, the dude end up coming to stay a little while or whatever, and we was together. So while I'm out on bond, y'all, I'm thinking that at this point, well, I'm already out on bond. I need to get my shit together. They done seize my accounts or whatever. So at this point, I'm finna do it again. Like, let me run it up again, like, until, the case is over with. I'm so fucking dumb. Why would I do it again? These people watching me. So I'm out doing my thing, getting my shit together, like running it up, getting me some more money. Man, I was out on bond for about 4 months. I was going back and forth to court. The last time I went to court, I was getting ready to leave court because I had ended up getting another job or whatever. And I was like, my lawyer was going to be in the place of me, and he told them that I was going to work. As I was getting ready to walk out the courtroom, the defense said, no, not the defense, I mean the state. The state was like, hey, we can't let her leave. Like, they were talking to the judge, we can't let her leave. She has another warrant for her arrest. What? So the judge told me to hold on. As they were talking or whatever, he ended up saying, yes, you got a warrant for your arrest. You're not going to be able to leave. Detain her. Oh, my God. So they kept me again. And at this point, I'm thinking I got another bond because they lied and said I did have a bond. And this bond was kind of low, pretty low. But when I got downtown, I end up having no bond. They revoked the bond because I was already out on bond. So now I can't go nowhere. So now I'm in jail fighting my case back and forth, going to court. Like, literally, I sat in county for 10 months 10 months before I got sentenced to prison. Now here you go with the county thing. Okay, I'm back, y'all. Y'all wasn't gonna let me cook my dinner, take a shower, or nothing. I'm making tacos, so if I get out the camera for a little minute, it's because I'm over here cooking my ground beef and my chicken for my tacos. But anyways, I do want to back it up a little bit for y'all. So the eggplant man, this is the most important part, because y'all know he had gave me the ultimatum or whatever, saying that, hey, it's either gonna be me or him, because I don't want to keep going back and forth playing. So, I chose him. Eggplant was too good to let go at the moment, so I chose him. He ended up moving in with me a month later, and we hadn't got serious or whatever, and we was together for about, I want to say we was together for about 5 months, 4 months, because I was on the outside fighting my case on the outside for 4 months. So we was together for about 4 months. So I don't even know how this is possible, but it was possible because, mind you, he was staying with me. But the day before I went to court, I found out he was married. Married. His wife pulls up to my house and jump out the car and say, "This what we doing?" I'm like, "What is going on? Like, who is this? What's going on?" So he tries to explain himself, like telling me to go in the house. He gonna explain it later or whatever. Go in the house, go in the house. So I'm like, no, I'm not going in no house because like you need to tell me what's going on now. Like, who is this and what's going on? Mind y'all, I had already told him I had somebody. I gave, him that disclaimer. Yes, I had a boyfriend, but he didn't care. Of course, men don't care. But he didn't care, so I just felt like I opened the door for you to tell me, like, hey, I'm married or whatever the case was. I just wanted to put that out there that he was married. So, anyway, so back to the county. I'm in county or whatever, fighting this case. Don't got no bond. They revoked the bond already, so I'm still sitting in there, going back and forth to court. And that's the worst part, the not knowing, like, you just got to keep going back and forth to court, getting shackled, getting handcuffed, like, just for them to pass the court date. That is so dumb. So, mind you, after like 2 months had passed and I'm still sitting in there, y'all, I made up a big lie. Like, oh my God, I'm so ashamed because I made up a big lie. So me thinking like, oh my God, I'm really in some shit. Like, I'm finna go to prison. And because my lawyer is telling me like, you might have to take some time. So I didn't think they sent pregnant people to prison. Like, I'm so naive to it. I'm like, oh, they ain't gonna send nobody to prison pregnant. Shit. So it was a pregnant person in my dorm, and I kind of like paid her in commissary and told her like, hey, I need your pee. I need her pee because I'm finna tell the judge and everybody else, bitch, I'm pregnant. Because if I'm pregnant, ain't no way I'm going to prison. So she let me use her pee, and I ended up telling them I'm pregnant when I went back to court. So now my mama think I'm pregnant, my grandma think I'm pregnant, my friends, everybody just think I'm pregnant. So now it's really bad because they like, oh my gosh, she can't go to prison pregnant. So it came to the time where my family had to write character letters and they had to come in and talk on my behalf or whatever, just to speak, what type of person I am or whatever. I think this what made me feel bad about it because my grandma came and she took the stand and she was just like, this is my granddaughter's first baby. Please don't take her away. Like, this is, her first child. She's going to be a great mother. She's never been in trouble. She's good with the community, blah, blah, blah. Like, that was the worst part. I got everybody speaking on my behalf. My cousin, they so sad. Like, Your Honor, my cousin is a great person. She's never been in trouble. Please, like, take some slack on her. She's gonna be a first-time mom. So the defense or whatever, the state, they kind of like, I don't know how they knew, but they kind of knew I was lying because they started questioning. And like, they was questioning my grandma, like, how do you know she's pregnant? How do you know she's telling the truth? Like, and I'm sitting here looking crazy, like, why would they ask her that? Next thing I know, they done told the judge that I need to be tested again. I already done tested because, mind you, I had the pregnant girl pee in the dorm. Man, they took me to Shands, to the local hospital.